Everyone has been working on their number of the day. We are doing a new topic today, so we've been doing place value for a while now. Now we're going to be working on what's called Subitising. So Subitising is recognising a number from a pattern or a picture. So it's the ability to instantaneously recognise that number. So here is just a few examples of some games that we'll be doing. So this one, you could ask, what you're going to do is you ask your child which one's bigger, which number's bigger. Then they answer you, which one's bigger, and see how fast they can do it. It's kind of like using sight word cards. So you want them to do it really fast, to recognise the number really fast. Then change it and go, what's the difference between these two? So they're automatically doing addition and subtraction without even knowing it. It's great for grade 1, grade 2, prep, and all the way up to grade 4. It's really useful. If they don't know this, then you should go back and refresh it. So once they've done the picture cards, they can then move on to the dots. So once again, what's the difference and which one's bigger? So what's the difference between these two numbers? And then move on to the next one. So we've got 1 is the difference, we've got 6 and 5, and ask them how they see the number as well. It's really important to talk about the visuals and what they see. So what's the difference and which one's bigger? Two different ways you can look at the cards. They'll get to know these ones after doing them a few turns, and that's what you want. You want them to see how fast they can work through them. So we're then moving on to sequence cards like this, and so that's once again just recognising, seeing how fast they can race you, saying what's the number. So have a race together. Alright, so I've got 3, 6, 4, 6, and that sometimes they might beat you in doing it because they're different configurations. Get them to test them with their dad, get them to test them with their brother, sister, whoever's around, and play, see who can recognise them. Got quite a few resources here today, so if you can either print them out and make them yourself, or just talk to me and I'll see if we can organise something for you. So after moving from that one, we'll go on to 10 frames. Now you probably know by now that I love 10 frames. 10 frames are a great way to understand number. Great for place value, great for number, great for addition, subtraction, multiplication, so many things, because our number system is based on tens. If you think about it, you go up in groups of tens. The numbers change and then repeat themselves in groups of tens. So tens are really important to understand. So here, they're recognising the number in the 10 frame. So they see how the number is placed within the 10 frame. And again, race them and practice reading these numbers out and ask them how they view the number. So we've got 6, 4, 6, 8, and ask them, how did you see this number? I saw two groups of 3, that equals 6. Once again, you've done addition just by talking about it. A great way to introduce addition and a great way to get much better at addition. Students should know their addition up to 10 really quickly. So often students in grade 5 and 6 even don't know addition up to 10 really fast. It's something that's really important. So if they can nail that, they'll do better at maths all the way through high school. Alright, so moving on to the next one. So this is another one. It's a card using beads, and so once again ask them what the number is and ask them how they view it. So we've got 5 here, 4 here, we've got 5 and 1. What's 5 and 1? 6. So look at the number, how it's represented, and talk about what it equals. You've done addition again right there. So there's those ones, and then addition, asking with the 10 frames again. This time we're going to ask how many more to 10. So we've got 6, how many more to 10? And they can see the blank spaces there. And the answer's easy, 4. How many more to 10? 7. How many more to 10? 6. Okay, so using addition and these cards is a great way for them to mentally see it, recognise it, and speak it out. It's much better to use resources like this than just stick with the textbook. So do some activities like this and then they'll understand how to do the textbook a lot more. So it's a great way for them to do stuff like this. Alright, so then we've got, moving on, addition up to 20. So we've got two 10 frames next to each other there, and they can tell you how many more they need to get to 20, how many more they need to get to 20, and it's looking at going up and up and up. So the idea is to keep stepping up, and their addition will improve leaps and bounds if you use resources such as these.